Sige, again, we will be discussing another professional education subject tonight. To be specific, the foundation of inclusive education. Again, foundation of inclusive education. And that is the kind of education, no, that is present at this very time, no, inclusive education. If you could observe, no, mayroon ng mga public schools that they cater students with special needs, mga public schools, no? Aside from, di ba may mga SPED school, mga special schools, no, for students with special needs, yung regular talaga na public school. Sa amin dito sa Catalunan Pequeño National High School, no, mayroon na kaming mga students with special needs. However, iba yung grading system nila, no? Hindi siya parang the regular na grading system. Kasi gina-embrace na natin yung inclusive education. Let's start with defining inclusive education. Ano ba talaga yung inclusive education? So inclusive education is an education that includes non-disabled and people with disability learning together in mainstream schools, colleges, and university. Yung perception kasi ng karamihan pag inclusive education, yung ginaisip ng karamihan, education lang for students with disabilities. But that is not the real scenario ha pag inclusive education. Ang inclusive education is not only for student or people with disability, but it is for non-disabled and at the same time, people with disability learning together. Again, inclusive education, both yan siya. Education for the regular students and people with disability or people with special needs learning together. That is inclusive education. Again, education for the regular students or the non-disabled student and people with disability or people or student with special needs. That is inclusive education. Now, ano pala yung mga ano palang gina-cater ng mga students ng inclusive education? Ano yung gina-cater niya? All types of learners. Again, yung inclusive education, all types of learners. Bakit? We can only say that education is truly inclusive if it can benefit all learners, not only learners with disability. Ano daw yung inclusive education? It benefit all learners, not only the learners with disability. Kaya, no, i-erase na natin sa ating mind na pag inclusive education, only for learners with disability. Pag inclusive education, all learners. Ano yung mga legal basis, no? Or mga batas na related sa special education? First, we have IACA. Ano itong IACA? It is Education for All Handicapped Children Act. Ano yung IACA? Again, Education for All Handicapped Children Act. Ano yung byproduct ng IACA? Ang IACA, siya ang reason bakit nagkaroon ng free, appropriate public education to all disabled children. Again, yung product, yung product ng IACA is ang free, appropriate public education. Again, yung Education for All Handicapped Children Act, siya ang reason bakit nagkaroon ng free, appropriate public education. Ang IACA, siya ang reason bakit mayroong FAPE. Again, ang IACA, siya ang reason bakit mayroong FAPE. Si FAPE, byproduct siya ng IACA. Again, Education for All Handicapped Children Act. So ang reason bakit nagkaroon ng free, appropriate public education to all disabled children. Ano pa ang mga legal basis ng special education? We have the Salamanca Statement and Framework for Action on Special Needs Education mula sa UNESCO. Or simply, ang i-remember lang, Salamanca Statement. Ano itong Salamanca Statement? It affirms the right of children with special needs to receive whatever extra support they may require. Again, ano yung Salamanca Statement? Ang Salamanca Statement affirms the right of children with special needs. Again, Salamanca Statement, it affirms the right of children with special needs. So sa Salamanca Statement, doon makita yung mga karapatan ng mga bata na mayroong special needs. Ano pang mga legal basis? We have Batas Pambansa bilang 344. Ano itong Batas Pambansa bilang 344? It is the Accessibility Law. Again, Batas Pambansa 344, the Accessibility Law. Ano yung ginawa niya? In-enhance niya yung mobility of persons with disability. Kita nyo ba yung mga malls or even mga ibang establishment? 'Di ba? Mayroong regular na stairs, yung regular na hagdanan. Tapos mayroon siyang katabi na parang slide lang na ano, plain na pa-slide. Kasi doon daan yung mga wheelchair. Instead doon sa regular na chair, kasi mahirapan yung idaan ang wheelchair, mayroon yung parang slide lang, no? Pa-slide lang siya. That is part of Batas Pambansa bilang 344, the Accessibility Law. It enhances the mobility of persons with disability. Again, pag mobility of persons with disability, that is Batas Pambansa 344. Again, Batas Pambansa 344, that is mobility of persons with disability. Mayroon pang isang batas pambansa and it is Batas Pambansa bilang 232. Ano itong Batas Pambansa bilang 232? It is the Education Act of 1982. Ano yung ginawa niya? Ang Integrated System of Education, which promotes equal access to education for all individuals and emphasizing community participation. Pero ang clue lang na i-remember, Pagbatas Pambansa bilang 232 or Education Act of 1982, it establishes Integrated System of Education. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng Integrated System of Education? Ibig sabihin, connected yung primary education and yung secondary education. That is Integrated System of Education. Batas Pambansa bilang 232, it establishes Integrated System of Education. However, Batas Pambansa bilang 344, Mobility of Persons with Disability. Balik ko na to. Batas Pambansa bilang 344, Mobility of Persons with Disability. Pero pag Batas Pambansa bilang 232, it is the law that establishes Integrated System of Education. Ano pa yung ibang legal basis ng special education? Republic Act number 7277 or Magna Carta for Disabled Persons. Again, Republic Act number 77, Magna Carta for Disabled Person. The same with other Magna Carta, di ba? We have also Magna Carta for Public School Teachers. Dito nakalagay yung mga karapatan ng mga disabled person. Again, ang i-remember lang, pag Republic Act number 7277 or Magna Carta for Disabled Persons, it outlines the rights of disabled person. Again, Republic Act number 7277 or Magna Carta for disabled person, that is the law that outlines the numerous rights of disabled person. Doon nakalagay yung mga karapatan, no, ng mga disabled person. The same din sa Magna Carta for Public School Teacher. Doon din makita yung ating mga rights, yung ating mga privileges as teachers. Another legal basis, Republic Act 11650. Ang Republic Act 11650, it institute a policy of inclusion and services for learners with disabilities in support to Inclusive Education Act. Ang clue lang ang na-remember pag Republic Act 11650, policy of inclusion and services for learners with disabilities. Again, Republic Act 11650, policy of inclusion and services for learners with disability. Again, Republic Act 11650, policy of inclusion and services for learners with disability. Now, yung inclusive education, again, yung inclusive education, iba yan siya sa special education ha. Ngunit both the special education and the inclusive education requires ginatawag natin na ILRC. Ano itong ILRC? I know that you are familiar with LRC, the Learning Resources Center. Our computer room, our science laboratory, our cookery room, our ano pa ba? Kasi sa grade 10 ngayon for TLE, 'di ba, mayroon na silang nail care. Tapos para silang mayroong room na mayroong parang salon that would consider as learning resources center. It could be physical or virtual center that supports and related services to teaching of learners with disability. Yung regular na LRC for regular students, LRC lang yan siya. However, if yung LRC na available sa school, no, kung saan ka magtuturo, if it could cater learners with disability, it could be labeled as Inclusive Learning Resource Center. Again, if yung LRC na available sa isang school, it could not cater learners with disability. It is just LRC per se. Learning Resource Center lang yan siya na regular. However, if it could cater learners with disabilities, it could be labeled as Inclusive Learning Resource Center. Sige, marami na tayong na-discuss. Let's do a recap, no? Recap tayo. Then you try to answer na hindi nag-open ng inyong mga handouts, ng inyong mga notes. Sige? I'll give a clue, then you can answer through our message box. Pwede din kayo mag-answer uh, by opening your audio, no? Sige, start tayo. Clue. It can benefit all learners. It can benefit all learners. Ano yung sagot? Very good. Inclusive learning or inclusive education. Again, inclusive learning or inclusive education. I appreciate yung nagsagot ng inclusive learning ha. Kasi si PRC, 'di ba, always ko gina-remind sa inyo, gagamit sila ng mga synonymous terms. Pag hindi nakita si inclusive education, pwede si inclusive learning. Now, clue, right of children with special needs. Saan na legal basis nakasulat yung numerous right of children with special needs? Anong batas? Saan nakasulat yung numerous rights? It outlined the numerous rights of children with special needs. Hmm. Right of children with special needs. Ang inyong mga sagot ay 7277. Pwede siya. Pero i-remember, pag right of children with special needs, that is Salamanca statement. Again, Salamanca statement yan siya. Right of children with special needs, Salamanca statement yan siya. Ma-identify natin kung ano yung kaibahan ng Republic Act 7277 or Magna Carta for Public School for Disabled Person. Sige. Ito, it outlines the numerous rights of disabled person. Yan na yung Magna Carta for Disabled Persons or Republic Act 7277. Ano pala yung sa Salamanca Statement? Children with special needs ang ginamit na term. I-familiarize ang pagkakaiba. Pag Salamanca Statement, children with special needs. Kuha, Salamanca Statement, children with special needs. Again, Salamanca Statement, children with special needs. Pag Magna Carta for Disabled Persons or RA 7277, disabled person ang ginamit na term. Again, Salamanca Statement, children with special needs. Pag Magna Carta for Disabled Persons or Republic Act 7277, disabled persons. Kuha natin yung pagkakaiba nila. Proceed tayo sa next clue. Sige. We're done, no, with the first part of our discussion. Now, proceed tayo sa pag-distinguish ng kaibahan ng impairment, disability, and handicap. Kasi, no, I'm also guilty of using interchangeably these terms, impairment, disability, handicap. However, iba-iba. Iba sa impairment, iba sa disability, iba din sa handicap. Hindi sila pwede gamitin interchangeably. Ano pala si impairment? Start tayo sa kanya. Pag impairment, it pertains to body. Refers to the physical or mental defect or the loss or reduces of function of the body. Again, impairment. Impairment, mayroong problema sa body. Both, pwede sa physical or mental. Impairment, may problema sa body. Pwede physical or mental. For example, malabo ang mata. That is impairment. Malabo ang pandinig. That is impairment. Kuha, impairment, mayroong problema sa iyong katawan. Pwede physical, pwede mental. Malabo ang mata, malabo ang pandinig, no? May problema sa iyong ears, that is impairment. Now, proceed tayo sa disability. Pag disability, it pertains to task. It refers to a person level of limitation in physical and psychocognitive activities. Bakit kasali si psychocognitive activity? Kasi si impairment, pwede siya physical, pwede din mental. Kaya pagdating, kung mayroon kang disability, it could be both physical or psychocognitive. Ano gani yung impairment? May problema sa iyong katawan, sa iyong body. Malabo ang mata. That is impairment. And because malabo ang iyong mata, hindi ka makabasa. Yung pagbasa, it is the task. If may problema sa task, hindi mo magawa yung task, it becomes a disability. Kuha, impairment. May problema sa iyong katawan. Malabo ang mata. Disability, hindi mo magawa yung task. Hindi ka makabasa because malabo ang iyong mata. Kuha natin, impairment body, malabo ang mata. Disability, mayroong problema sa paggawa ng task, hindi ka makabasa. Disability. Now, ano yung handicap? Handicap pertains to the situation. It is a problem encountered during interaction with the environment. What if isa kang student tapos mayroong readers theater activity sa inyong classroom? Si teacher nagkaroon ng activity, readers theater competition. So it requires na dapat, no, marunong kang bumasa or you could read. That is handicap. Yung sitwasyon, no, na readers theater competition, hindi ka makasali because hindi ka makabasa. That is handicap. Pertains to a situation. Kuha, una, impairment. May problema sa katawan. Malabo ang iyong mata. Next, disability. May problema. You have limitation on doing task. Hindi ka makabasa. Handicap, no? Sa situation, it pertains to the situation, hindi ka maka-perform because no, mayroon kang disability, mayroong readers theater competition, hindi ka makasali because hindi ka man makabasa. That is handicap. Kuha natin, impairment, disability, handicap. Pag impairment, problema sa body. Pag disability, limitation sa paggawa ng task. Handicap, it is your struggle, no, in a situation. Same sa gibigay ko na example. Now, proceed tayo sa different types of disability. Bakit kailangan natin itong i-discuss? Part ito, no, ng inclusive education. For us to be aware, no, of the different types of disabilities. Kasi we are now again embracing inclusive education. Baka pagdating nyo sa public school, di ba? Mayroon kayong mga estudyante na mayroong mga disabilities. First, autism. Again, first type of disability, autism. When we say autism, it is a group of developmental disabilities. Group of developmental disabilities, ibig sabihin, hindi lang siya isang disability ang autism. It is a group of developmental disabilities characterized by impairments in social interaction. Mayroon siyang impairment sa communication. Mayroon siyang repetitive or restricted behavior, resistance to change in daily routines, and unusual responses to sensory experiences. Para dali lang ma-remember si autism, ito yung ating dapat ma-memorize. First, triad of impairment. Pag makakita gani, doon sa time na nag-take na kayo ng LET, triad of impairment, ang sagot niyan, autism. Again, triad of impairment, autism. Di ba? Kanina sa description ng autism, it is a group of developmental disabilities. Bakit siya tinawag na triad of impairment? Kasi mayroong 3 impairments ang mayroong mga autism. Again, triad of impairment because people with autism, no, mayroon siyang 3 impairments. Now, let me remind you ha, dapat, di ba, ang tawag sa mga tao na mayroong disabilities, persons with disability. Una dapat yung person. Kaya, person with autism. It's the proper way to call them. Compare kung tawagin mo silang autistic person. Diba? The connotation, medyo negative pag autistic person, nauna yung kanilang impairment. Dapat nauna yung person. Person with autism. Hindi autistic person. Person with visual impairment kaysa visually impaired person. Mas negative yung connotation pag nauna yung kanilang problema, yung kanilang disability. Kaya person yun, ha? Persons with disability. Hindi disabled person, kundi person with disability. Balik tayo kay autism. Again, autism, triad of impairment kasi mayroong tatlong impairment, no? Yung mga taong may autism. Ano ito? Yung tatlong impairment. First, we have impaired communication. Mayroon silang problema sa communication. Second, mayroon silang impaired social skills. Ang autism ha, iba yan sila sa ADHD. Later, ma-discuss din natin ang ADHD. Ito yung mga impairment ng autism. First, communication. May problema sila sa communication, may problema din sila sa kanilang social interaction. And mayroon silang restricted and repetitive way of being in the world. Kaya gani ang mga persons with autism, hindi sila maka-adapt sa changes. Yung routine nila everyday dapat balik-balik lang. Again, people with autism, dapat yung routine nila everyday balik-balik lang. Kayo yung mga persons with autism, if magkaroon ng changes sa kanilang routine everyday, dira sila mag-tantrums. Autism. Again, impaired communication, impaired social skills, and restricted and repetitive way of being in the world. Autism. Triad of impairment, autism. Next, we have visual impairment. Again, visual impairment. Pag visual impairment gani, i-remember, non-correctable vision. Again, non-correctable vision loss, whether it is a complete blindness or partial vision loss. Ibig sabihin, dili na maayo, no? Hindi na siya mabigyan ng cure. That is visual impairment. Anything na problema sa iyong paningin na pwede pa makorek, na pwede pa ma-cure, it could not be considered as visual impairment. But, no, yung mga non-correctable vision loss, whether you're blind completely or partial lang yung vision loss mo, basta non-correctable, hindi na siya ma-cure, it could be considered as visual impairment. And we have mga causes, no? Bakit nagkakaroon ng visual impairment ang mga bata? Again, these are the major causes of visual impairment. Number one, birth defects. No? Sa pagpanganak pa lang, no? Mayroon ng problema yung bata. Second, amblyopia or lazy eye. Kanagong mga mata na parang katulgon permi, parang inaantok always. Yan siya, amblyopia or lazy eye. Yung mga matang parang luya, no? Matamlay. That would be one of the reason bakit mayroong visual impairment ang mga bata. We also have strabismus or cross eyes. Sa Bisaya pa ka ng libat, no? Strabismus or cross eyes. Kung sa Bisaya pa, libat. Ano ba yan sa Tagalog yung libat? Strabismus or cross eyes. And lastly, eye or brain injury. For example, no, mayroong aksidente, no, it could be one of the reason bakit mayroong visual impairment yung bata dahil sa eye or brain injury. Mayroong aksidente na na-experience. Again, visual impairment ha, non-correctable. Proceed tayo sa hearing impairment. Pag hearing impairment, no, it is the damage to one or more parts of the brain. Ibig sabihin, ear pala. Mayroon kang problema sa pandinig, no? Regardless if one or more parts of the ear ang mayroon. Again, hearing impairment, problema sa pandinig because, no, there is a damage, it's either sa isang parte or mas marami pang parte, no, ng iyong ear, ng iyong tainga. That is hearing impairment. And we have different types of hearing impairment. First, we have conductive hearing loss. Ano itong conductive hearing loss? Pag conductive hearing loss, ang i-remember lang, problems with outer, middle ear, the ear canal, and the eardrum. Again, outer, middle ear canal, eardrum, conductive hearing loss. Again, conductive hearing loss, outer, middle ear canal, eardrum. Pag sensory neural hearing loss, mayroong problema sa inner ear or auditory nerve. Now, dapat, no, you would be able to learn na mag-study smart, hindi lang study hard. Remember ha, kailangan you study smart, not only study hard. Yung sensory neural hearing loss, ang problema lang niya yung inner ear. Again, sensory neural hearing loss, ang problema lang niya, inner ear. So, ibig sabihin, pag hindi inner ear yung problema, it is conductive hearing loss. So, hindi mo na kailangang i-memorize kung anong part ng ear ang may problema sa conductive hearing loss. Bakit? You know na pag inner ear ang problema, that is sensory neural hearing loss. Pag hindi inner ear, automatic conductive hearing loss. Kuha? Pag ang problema sa tainga ay nasa inner ear, sensory neural hearing loss. Pero pag ang problema sa tainga hindi sa inner ear, automatic conductive hearing loss. Kuha, pag inner ear ang problema, sensory neural. Pag hindi inner ear, no, that is conductive hearing loss. That is studying smart. No, hindi mo na kailangan i-memorize kung ano yung problema sa conductive hearing loss. Yung sa sensory neural na lang. Next type of hearing loss or hearing impairment, we have the mixed hearing loss. So pag i-remember, pag mix o combination ng conductive and sensory neural hearing loss. Mixed combination. Dali lang siya. Mixed combination ng conductive and sensory neural hearing loss. Now we also have the central hearing loss. Ano itong central hearing loss? Hindi sa tainga ang problema. Nasaan ang problema? Some parts of the brain. Again, may problema sa brain, central hearing loss. Again, may problema sa brain, central hearing loss. Kuha natin. Pag hindi sa tainga ang problema, nasa brain, central hearing loss yan siya. Remember ha, our ears is connected sa ating brain. Kaya if may problema sa brain, central hearing loss. Pag inner ear lang, sensory neural. Pag hindi inner ear, conductive hearing loss. Pag combination, mixed hearing loss. Pag brain ang problema, central hearing loss. We also have, hindi ito problema technically sa hearing, hindi siya hearing impairment na kanang parang may problema sa parts ng brain. But this is a disorder. Ano ito? This is auditory processing disorder. Again, auditory processing disorder. Ang mga tao na mayroong auditory processing disorder, no, mahirap nilang mapakinggan yung, for example, no, they are talking with their friends sa napakaingay na lugar. For example, sa loob ng bar, no, hindi nila marinig ng maayos kahit pa sinisigaw na ng kanilang friend sa kanilang tainga yung ginasabi ng friend nila. That is auditory processing disorder. Walang problema sa kanilang tainga pero they can listen or they can hear better in a quiet place. If nasa place sila na medyo maingay, no, mayroong hindi nila marinig ng maayos yung sinasabi ng taong kausap nila. Again, auditory processing disorder. We've done with 3, di ba? Autism, visual impairment, Hearing impairment. Now, let's proceed sa ikaapat na disability. That is intellectual disability. Pag intellectual disability, ano yung other term niya? Mental retardation. Again, intellectual disability, mental retardation. Ano yung mental retardation or intellectual disability? Di ba we have students na sobrang slow learners? Sila yung mayroong intellectual disability. Ibig sabihin, yung intellectual capacity nila mamaba sa average level. Again, yung intellectual capacity nila mababa sa average level. That is intellectual disability or mental retardation, no? Mayroon mga students na slow learner pero okay lang kasi yung kanilang intellectual capacity average, nasa average. Pero we also have mga students na very slow learner yun talaga, no? Nasa below average yung kanilang intellectual capacity. Yung mga batang mababa yung IQ, sila yung mayroong intellectual disability. Fifth, we have physical disabilities. Ano itong physical disabilities, no? These are disabilities na nagkakaroon ng limitation yung tao to perform basic physical activities. Again, physical disabilities, this is the reason why mayroong limitation yung tao to perform basic physical activities. And we have different types of physical disabilities. First, we have the brittle bone disease. Ano itong brittle bone disease? It is the disease in the abnormal fragility of the bones. Ibig sabihin, very fragile yung buto ng tao. That is brittle bone disease. Remember lang na clue, pag brittle bone disease, fragile bones or fragility of the bones. Again, brittle bones disease, fragile bones or fragility of bones, no? Yung bone nila hindi healthy, no? Kaya gani yung mga tao na may brittle bone disease, no? Mahirap sila makatayo. Brittle bone disease. Fragile yung kanilang mga buto. Number 5, cerebral palsy. I know that you are familiar with this one, no? Cerebral palsy. Mayroon silang involuntary jerking. Seems like para silang gina-atake good ng parang ng stroke, no? Involuntary jerking. That is cerebral palsy. Wala silang sense of balance, no? Mayroon din silang speech impairment, yung mga taong may cerebral palsy. Pero ang i-remember lang talaga pag cerebral palsy, involuntary jerking. Now, another physical disability, we have muscular dystrophy. Ano itong muscular dystrophy? It is the deterioration and wasting of muscle fibers. Again, muscular dystrophy, ang i-remember lang na clue, deterioration or wasting of muscle fibers. Kanina, yung brittle bones disease, fragility of the bones. Pag muscular dystrophy, nag-deteriorate, no, yung muscle fibers. We also have spina bifida. O madali lang tong spina bifida. Ano yung problema? Sa spinal cord. Again, spina bifida. Ano yung problem? Nasa spinal cord. Again, spina bifida, spinal cord yung problem. Lastly, we have dwarfism. O, ang dwarfism, no, sa height, based sa height. Yung kanilang height is 4 feet and below. Yung mga tao na ang height nila 4 feet and below, mayroon silang dwarfism. Kuha natin yung mga tao na mayroong height 4 feet and below, mayroon silang dwarfism. Okay lang yung mga bata pa ha, kasi they would have time pa man na magtubo, no, na magtangkad. Yung nasa adult age na, tapos 4 feet na, Kasi there is a specific age, no? When we um achieve our maturity age, no? Mag-end kasi yung ating growth. I know that na-discuss na yung growth versus development sa inyo. Ano yan siya na topic? Parang child and adult. Na-discuss na 'di ba sa inyo ang child and adolescents, child and adolescent learners and learning principles, 'di ba? Pag growth, no, mag-stop siya until maturity. And part diyan yung ating height. Part ng growth yung height, yung ating size, yung ating timbang, no? Yung ating pagtangkad, no, mag-end yan sa until we are mature. So pag nag-mature na yung age natin, no, tapos 4 feet pa rin yung height natin or below, mayroon tayong dwarfism. Kuha, dwarfism. Now, before let's have our recap, break muna tayo ng 5 minutes. Then after that, recap natin yung ating mga na-discuss. 5 minutes break muna. Balik tayo 7:55. Alright, let's continue. Actually, yung Foundation of Inclusive Education, very short lang ito na topic, no? So, by mga 8:30 siguro or before 8:30, done na tayo sa first part. Then the second part, na continue natin. Then I prepared also 30 let questions sa Foundation of Inclusive Education sa ating next session. Sige, patuloy tayo. Let's do the recap sa mga na-discuss na natin, no? Current slide. All right. Sige. Same kanina, no? I'll give a clue. Then you provide me with the answer. Again, try to answer without opening your handouts, your materials. First clue. Triad of impairment. Again, triad of impairment. Ano yung sagot? Very good. That is autism. Again, triad of impairment, autism. Problems with the outer ear, middle ear, the ear canal, and the eardrum. Again, problems in the outer ear. Very good. That is conductive hearing loss. Again, conductive hearing loss. Pero pag ang problema gani sa inner ear, again, if the problem is in the inner ear, very good. That is sensory neural. Fragile bones or abnormal fragility or fragility of bones. Again, fragile bones. Very good. Brittle bone disease. Again, brittle bone disease. That is brittle bone disease. However, pag deterioration of muscle fiber, again, deterioration of muscle fiber, that is muscular dystrophy. Now, pag combination ng conductive and sensory neural hearing loss, ano yan siya? Mix, very good. Pag ang brain ang may problema, very good, yung mayroong central hearing loss. What if yung tao, makarinig lang siya ng maayos if quiet yung environment? Pag maingay, that is auditory processing disorder. Very good. Auditory processing disorder. Now, patuloy pa tayo. No? Let's continue with other pa na mga disabilities. We have learning disabilities. Sir, kanina mayroong intellectual disability. Ngayon mayroon ding learning disability. Iba si intellectual ha, iba din si learning disability. Pag intellectual disability, ibig sabihin, mababa yung kanilang intellectual capacity. Mas mababa sa average level. Kuha, pag intellectual disability, mababa sa average level yung kanilang intellectual capacity. On the other hand, pag learning disability, ibig sabihin, mababa yung kanilang ability to understand new or complex information, to learn new skills, and to cope independently, which started before adulthood. Ibig sabihin, may problema sila sa pagkatuto. May problema sila sa learning skills nila. Kanina sa intellectual capacity, yung intellectual disability, mababa lang yung kanilang intellectual capacity. Pag learning disability, may problema sa kanilang learning skills. And we have types of learning disabilities. I know familiar na kayo with this one. First, dyscalculia. Pag kalkulya, ibig sabihin may problema sa mathematics, numbers. Again, pag dyscalculia, may problema sa pag-learn, no? Sa pagkatuto ng numbers, mathematics, computation, basta anything about math, dyscalculia. mayroong problema sa kanilang pagsulat, dysgraphia. Ako, I would say na kahit papano, I have sort of a dysgraphia because my handwriting no is not so good. Murag kinakaan sa manok. Ako lang yun ang makasabot. Dysgraphia, no? May problema sa handwriting, sa pagsulat. And we also have dyslexia. Pag dyslexia, ang problema, reading, pagbasa. Again, dyscalculia, math, calculation, numbers, dysgraphia sa pagsulat. Dyslexia, may problema sa pagbasa. Kuha natin ha. Dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia. 7 na disability. We have ADHD. Again, iba si autism, iba din si ADHD. ADHD means attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Again, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Yung perception ng tao basta ADHD, ibig sabihin, yung perception nila, yung mga taong magalaw, no? Mga hyper. No. Pag ADHD, remember, attention deficit. Ibig sabihin, mayroong problema pagdating sa pag-focus. Mayroon ding problema sa hyperactivity. Hindi lang yung mga hyper, yung mayroong ADHD. Again, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Ano itong ADHD? It is a mental disorder that affects one capacity to pay attention and behave. Ibig sabihin, ang ADHD ay, no? Ito yung mga tao na may problema sa pag-pay ng attention, sa pag-focus, and sa pag-behave. And we have types of ADHD. Hindi lang isa ang ADHD. First, we have inattentive. Kasi yung perception natin pag ADHD, lihukan, luhag. Mayroon ding mga tao na may ADHD na behave. Yung mga tinatawag na inattentive ADHD. Ibig sabihin, they would appear dreamy. Karang magtanga. Kanang murag nagtanaw lang perminti sa bongbong, no? Nakatingin lang sa langit. Inattentive ADHD. They appear dreamy. They have difficulty in following instructions, no? They struggle with organization and staying on task. Inattentive. Ang kabaliktaran niya, hyperactive, impulsive. They constantly fidget. They talk excessively. They interrupt others. Mao na ning katong perception nato sa ADHD. Mga luhagan, mga sabaan, hyperactive, impulsive. However, again, na ay mga ADHD or mga people with ADHD na kabaliktaran, which is inattentive. Katong magtanga lang, no? So, walaon na nato sa atong huna-huna, no? Tanggalin natin sa ating perception na pag ADHD, mga lihukan lang na sila. Mayroon ding mga behave lang, mga inattentive. And kung mayroong mga ADHD na inattentive lang sila na ADHD, mayroon ding mga people with ADHD na hyperactive impulsive. Mayroon ding mga ADHD, mga people with ADHD na combined. They can be inattentive and they can be hyperactive impulsive. Combination. Lala nga pagka ADHD. Na ay mga time na puyo lang kayo sila. Na po'y time nga hasta po nilang luhaga. Combined ADHD. Now, mo na yung pinaka-sad part, no? If you have different types or multiple types of disabilities. Na atay, multiple disabilities. Ibig sabihin, concomitant impairments. So when we say concomitant impairments, daghan kag disability na kay hearing impairment. At the same time, napadyo kay visual impairment, napadyo kay intellectual disability. So ma-consider ka as na kay multiple disabilities. Again, multiple disabilities, concomitant of impairments, no? The combination of which causes such severe educational needs. No, mga luoy na kaayo ni sila nga mga bata. Grabe ilahang impairments. Dili lang isa. We also have orthopedic impairments, problems sa bones and muscles. Again, pag both naa na gani si bones and si muscles, orthopedic impairment. Again, pag naa sa question both si bones and muscles, orthopedic impairment. Pero if deterioration of muscle fibers lang, that is muscular dystrophy. Pag fragility of bones lang pod, brittle bones disease. Kuha, pag naa na si bones and muscles, na problema both bones and muscles, orthopedic impairment. Pag si muscles lang ang na problema, muscular dystrophy. Pag ang bones lang po ang na problema, tungod kay fragile siya, brittle bones disease. We also have speech and language impairment. Again, speech and language impairment. This is a communication disorder such as stuttering, no? Mga magbulol-bulol. Naman tay for sure, no? May mga kakilala tayo na nag-stutter. Impaired articulation, no? Hindi maka-articulate ng tama. Pero dili ng ano ha, hindi ibig sabihin yung iba, 'di ba? Because of their dialect, no? Mahirap yung kanilang pag-pronounce properly with some words. So, hindi yun sila, iba yun, ha? Pero pag speech and language impairment, naga-stutter, no? Impaired yung articulation and including voice impairment. Di ba may mga ibang tao na parang naipit yung boses nila, parang naipit na mga daga, di ba? May kakilala akong ganyan, no? Yung boses nila, no? Parang naipit na daga. That adversely affect child's educational performance. That is speech and language impairment. Now let's have the last recap for this evening. Sige, I would give a clue, then you answer, ha? First, we have problems in person's handwriting ability. Again, problema daw sa handwriting. That is very good. Dysgraphia yan siya. Si student, daydreamy, having difficulty following instruction. Daydreamy, very good. Inattentive. Pag wala si inattentive, pwede ADHD. Again, pag wala si inattentive, pwede ADHD. However, if magsabay si ADHD and si inattentive sa option, inattentive ang piliin, yung pinaka-specific. Kasi general yung ADHD, ha? Inattentive yung piliin. Again, balik tayo. Pag difficulty, no. If mayroong problem gani sa writing ability, dysgraphia yan siya. However, how about problem sa numbers, sa mathematics? Dyscalculia, very good. Problem sa pagbasa, reading yung problema. Very good. Dyslexia. Daydreamy, that is inattentive. How about yung naga-fidget? No? Constantly interrupting others. Mayroon naga-fidget sila. Ano yun? Ayun naman yung fidget. Yung kanilang paa ba, parang ginaano nila always. That is hyperactive impulsive. Very good. Pero pag wala sa hyperactive impulsive, pwede ADHD. Pero pag magsabay sila, yung specific talaga. Problems in bones, muscles, and joints. Again, problems in bones, muscles, and joints. That is, sabay na si bones. Very good. Orthopedic impairment. Again, orthopedic impairment. And that's the end of our session this evening. Very short lang kasi itong inclusive education actually. Yung kaniyang handouts na available sa akin, mga ilang pages lang. Compare sa ibang Prof Ed after my discussion sa second part ng Foundation of Inclusive Education,